Animation schools like Cal Arts, Sheridan, Ringling, and Gaubois accept only 1 to 10% of applicants each year, and I am going to try to apply to these schools, and I only have 21 weeks to build my portfolio. An ambitious goal, but I want to show you how I'm going to do it, and hopefully in the end, it will yield results. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Luke. I'm a 19-year-old artist from Nairobi, Kenya, aspiring artist at least, and I love art and animation and character design, and this is what I want to do with my life. And it's not going to be easy for sure. None of this ever is easy, but I do want to take you through my mind as to what I'm thinking when it comes to such an ambitious goal in such a short time. So, number one is the challenge. What do animation schools expect from you? To name a few, we have line and figure, 3D construction, animation tests and reels, character design and lineups, and so much more. And unfortunately, or fortunately or unfortunately, some of these skills, I've just not been able to build them up to the point at which I feel is right for my college entrance portfolio. And so that is when I decided to make this plan to help me maximize all the hours of my day so that I can be able to attack each and every one of these things based on what I am just not good at all, and then knocking down the things that I'm kind of good at. And so now the plan. I've written down a very long and elaborate plan on how I plan to tackle this immense goal, and I'm going to take you guys through it week by week. So, first of all, are the skill priority in terms of high priority, medium priority, and things that I can do decently well. High priority is backgrounds and architectural rendering, light and color theory, and character design and lineups. These are the things that I would rate myself like a 4 or 5 out of 10, and I'd want to get to an 8 or 9 out of 10 by the time I'm finishing in December. Number 2 is medium priority. These are things that I'm okay at, maybe a 7, life and gesture drawing, visual storyboarding, and animation reels and movement tests. And then the third category is just things that I hope to continue to maintain over the span of the next few months. Things like sketchbook pages, animal sketching, traditional mediums, and stylistic diversity. So for week 1, which starts today is Monday, 3rd of August, has nothing to do with the plan actually. This week is dedicated fully to doing the character design and layout for my debut children's book, Frosty, which I hope to finish by the end of August. But moving on to week 2, focusing on backgrounds and architectural rendering. And my goals will be to do 1, 2, and 3-point perspective learning every day with the resources that I have available to me, primarily using the Creature Art Teacher website. And my goal is to have 5 or so complete background studies by the end of the week, or even more. Now we move on to week 3. This one is going to be focused on light and color theory. Light and color theory is something that I would not say that I'm very, very good at, and it's something that I hope to get good at. And I'm going to be using Color and Light by James Gurney, as well as some tutorials from Sam Does Arts that I have access to on his Patreon. The next week is week 4, where we are dealing with character design. With character design, I'm going to be using the Creature Art Teacher website, and just to track back a little bit, the daily goals for the light and color theory will be value studies, studying color temperature, and lighting scenarios. Those are going to be part of my daily practice, and the background practice from the previous week will continue. The goal is by the end of the week to have a multitude of color studies. And then character design week, which is week 4, my daily goals are silhouettes, construction of human beings and animals, a few character lineups or experimenting with character lineups, turnarounds, and expression sheets. Those are the general goals, and my goal is to have 2 original characters with character design sheets, preferably full character design sheets. Okay, now The next week is going to be integrating all of this, which is generally a cart design in a background environment with good lighting. Next, we move on to phase 2. Now, phase 2 is from week 6, it's going to be figure drawing. I'm going to use the Morpho books, the forced drawing books, to be able to, learn about gesture and form and construction of the human body. And the goal for that week is going to be 1 hour of sketching figures and construction and anatomy with the resources that I have available to me. Next is week 7, which is focused on storyboarding. This is going to be focused on visual storyboarding with stuff from the Animator Survival Kit and whatever resources I can find available to myself, as well as the Creature Art Teacher website. And the goal is pretty simple. It's just to do daily thumbnails of storyboards, preferably of original stories that I shall be creating in the process of this 21-week challenge. And by the time I'm done with that week, by the end of week 7, I should have a 30-second show reel of a storyboard. Next is week 8, which runs from September 22nd to 28th. This one is going to be focused on animal sketching. I'm going to be using the Creature Art Teacher website, of course, again, because I feel like Aaron Blaze's library of tutorials is conducive for this, because he started as an animal illustrator before he became a Disney animator, and the courses that he teaches there are very specific to certain kinds of animals, so I can be able to learn more. So essentially, what I'm going to be doing daily is at least 2 full spreads or sketches in my sketchbook of birds, insects, mammals, fish, reptiles, and amphibians, or, animals in general. So 2 pages a day. Next, we move to week 9, which is going to be based on animation movement. I'm going to be finishing the course from Aaron Blaze. Again, the Creature Art Teacher website is something that I'm going to be mentioning a lot throughout the span of this video, because it is my main resource at the moment. I'm going to be using the Animator Survival Kit, as well as Aaron Blaze's course on the 12 fundamentals of animation. And my main objective for that week is going to be 2 full animation studies or screen tests, or preferably, if I've built the repertoire of skills by then, my own characters, an animation, 2 or 3 second animation of my own characters. And then we move on to week 10, which is just based on traditional mediums. I feel like this will be a chill week. It's just sketching in my sketchbook. It'll be more of like a week of rest as I just sketch stuff in my sketchbook. Next, we move on to phase 3. Phase 3 would run from October 13th to November 16th, and this is week 11 and 12, which is character design portfolio. This is a time where I'll start curating pieces specifically for my portfolio. The goal is simple: 2 to 3 finished rendered pieces by the end of those 2 weeks. Next is week 15, November 9th to 16th. This is now the portfolio side for storyboarding. So clean storyboards, animations, and artist statements. And then we move on to phase 4, which is November 17th to December 25th. This is like the final phase, so to speak. So this is now when I'll be finishing anything that's unfinished in the previous weeks, as well as curation and selection for my portfolio that I'm to submit to these schools, as well as identify any weak spots that I may have and try to fix them in the 2 weeks that are remaining. And week 20, which is December 15th to 21st, this is where now it's like fully last touches, like actually like finishing and going on with stylistic diversity and, picking one strong piece per category out of the 10 categories, picking one strong piece. And then on December 26th is when I will be assembling this portfolio. And December 26th, the reason why that is the finish line for this challenge is because it is my birthday, one day after Christmas. And so that essentially is the plan. It's a big plan and it's a hard plan, and realistically, for me to be able to achieve the goal that I do have and the standards that I've set for myself, I will need to be drawing a minimum of 3 to 4 hours a day, but in general in the range to 4 to 6 hours a day. And so that is something that I've consciously decided, and I've been able to structure this plan around the things of life. So even if some things interject, there's still some bare minimums that I have, so that I can still be able to be as consistent as I can when it comes to this plan. And so that is it. That's the plan really for the next few months. I don't know if I'll be able to have time to make videos, but I hope that I will. And I'm doing this armed with, my sketchbook and this very, very, very old graphics tablet that I'm sure you guys have seen on the channel before. But otherwise, I don't think I have much else to say. And even if I did, I have probably forgotten it. But anyway, I just wanted to make a video that's explaining what I'm going to be up to for the next few months, more for myself as accountability, so that I can be able to come back to this video and know what I'm doing this for, because animation and character design and all these things really are my dreams. Because as with billions of people around the world, it's what made our childhoods. And so I hope this video runtime has not been too long. And yeah, so that's it. So feel free to comment what you think about the plan. What are you working on? Do you have any plans that you're doing? Maybe you're doing a 100-day challenge, a 30-day challenge, or whatever. Feel free to also leave suggestions for future videos if I ever make some, what you guys would like to see from me. And I don't think I have much else to say. Oh, I set up a shop recently because people had been asking for wallpapers, so I'll put the link to that in the description below. I don't think I have much else to say. Yeah, I think that's it. I honestly don't know if I can do this, to be honest. It's a long shot, and I've only been drawing for 3 years. Realistically, that is a very short amount of time, and some of the people that I'm probably going to be with in these schools, if I get in, have probably been drawing for way longer than I have, in all honesty. And as much as it started as a hobby, now it's something that I really want to do with my life. So I'm hoping to be as consistent as possible, put in the work every day, every week, and I'll be sharing my progress on the YouTube community as well as on Instagram and whatever other social platforms. And that should be it for this video. I don't want to take any much more of your time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and again, thank you for all the support that you guys have given. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you have an absolutely phenomenal day, because you deserve it. And hopefully we can be able to rejoice at the success of this plan on December 26th of this year. So technically, I'll see you in 21 weeks. Take care and goodbye.